Coach Goodman of the Alliance Aviators chatting with us. Good to see you again. It's that time of year, Coach.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, second year now. You're back here with the Alliance Aviators. Let's take a look back here at that first year. You came in you came in late. Yeah. You came in extremely late. But you had those kids, and I called them a number of your Alliance games last year. Those kids were playing so hard every game. You were in every game. You could have easily had such a different record, and those kids never stopped playing. Were you? How impressed were you with the fight those kids had last year?
Yeah, that's one thing I told week in and week out, the resiliency of our kids last year. I mean, it showed week in and week out. You know, we played a whole bunch of sophomores. We played a handful of freshmen.
You did.
And we were in a pretty senior-heavy league last year, and our kids didn't back down for a second. Even like you said, when there was chances to give up and turn it in, we kept back and kept fighting. That's all you can ask for as a coach.
Yeah. So second year now, the systems are in place. The kids understand the program. They understand the expectations from you and your staff. You've had a full offseason of your program. How was the offseason?
Offseason was great. We got in the weight room. We got a lot bigger, stronger. Our kids got out and played other sports, got more athletic, playing basketball, running track, playing baseball, and things like that. And it was very evident in June when we got together back as a football family and got to lifting and running, and then as we came into camp, I mean, we're starting to look bigger, faster, stronger, and so it was a really good offseason.
Yeah, and what's been fun too to watch is you guys, and it's great. Your social media, your guys' Twitter is very active, and it's really cool to sit and follow because you can tell you try to instill the pillars of your program. Not just when you talk to them, but in your social media as well, with like your Twitter page for your football team and the school. That's important that you get your message out constantly.
Yeah, that's something that reading Urban Meyer's book, Above the Line, that's something you want to make your message so they can't escape it. So we talk about it all the time when they're with us, and then I'm hoping I'm really strategic with my times too. I sit there and think, when are my kids looking at their phone? And that's when I'll send it out. And,
absolutely.
Hopefully they see it then when they get home too. So yeah, like you said, we're really trying to instill it and get it on their mind all the time.
Now, there are two players that you have coming back, and your team has made up way more than two players. So I don't mean that in any way to be disrespectful, but there are two players you have. You have a quarterback in Zerbrug. You have a tailback in Davis, who to me is so much more than just a tailback. I mean, you have got two studs coming back this year. Both are going to be playing on Saturdays very, very soon. To have a quarterback like Zerbrug, I know you have him for 2 more years, and to have a guy like Caden Davis, who to me is just as much of a receiving threat as he is a running threat. He'll block too.
Absolutely.
I mean, to have those two pillars on offense, it's a lot of riches to have.
Yeah, they make it fun as an offensive play caller and a play designer. And you kind of said I came in late, but it didn't feel like it too much with Brendan because he's super smart and he's a student of the game, and he kind of he wants to be perfect. So having a guy like that to be the signal caller and get everybody organized and drive our offense is a lot of fun. And like you said, Caden Davis is a weapon, no matter if he's running the ball, catching the ball, or blocking. I mean, he does it all. And when you got two guys like that spearheading your offense, and then we have some receivers to go off that, and we got pretty much our whole offense line back. I mean, we're excited for our offense this year. We got a lot of potential. Just got to go out and do make it happen.
Yeah, I remember a couple games. You'd watch Caden Davis in a game. Maybe he'd be struggling his first 15 carries. Maybe he'd have 25, 30 yards, and then you guys would hit him out in a screen, and out of nowhere there's an 80-yard touchdown run or something like that. And I was really impressed. Well, like I said, I mentioned a second, his blitz pickup. I saw him rock some linebackers last year.
And that's what you look for. We talk about a lot about successful athletes with our kids, and that's something LeBron James always talks about. How can you impact games in other ways? And you're right, there are some games where he was held to 20, 30 yards rushing.
But then before you know it.
But then he'd have 80 to 100 receiving, and he'd go and block for his buddies.
Yeah, well, it starts off against a Federal League opponent, Lake next week. What do you expect from it? You know what you're going to get from a Coach DeGeorge team. You're going to get physicality and discipline.
Yeah, and Lake, is loaded this year. They were a lot like us. They were young last year, and they got everybody back. And they're the talk of the Federal League this year. And we know we're going to be tested week 1 right away. But our kids wouldn't have it any other way. So we're looking forward to a good contest week 1 and see where we're at.
Absolutely, Coach. Looking forward to calling the game next Friday night. Congratulations on the success, and good luck in year 2.
Appreciate it.
Looking forward to it.